Nowhere does the Bible state that it's an exhaustive repository of everything that's ever happened or could be known or could happen.
Well, I think it's like a different approach to faith, and I mean, I think it's a contrast for two different approaches to faith. There's like a closed approach to faith,
Yeah.
and like a closed set, as like Paul Metzger puts it, right, and an open set. And the closed set, you kind of have all the facts, and you know how they all fit together, and any new fact or new thing is a real threat to that closed system, right? Because it means that your closed system wasn't the whole story.
Right.
Versus the open set, it's like there's things that you know generally how they fit together, but you also know there's a lot of other stuff there that you don't know, and so you're kind of constantly engaging new things and new facts, and you're dealing with that indeterminacy and that mystery a lot more, right?
And the open, I would say, as a biblical guy, the open approach should be obvious. Well, no, I think for very simple reasons. Nowhere does the Bible state that it's an exhaustive repository of everything that's ever happened or could be known or could happen.
And empirically, we can demonstrate that that's not true. There are true facts that are not in the Bible.
Where's the verse about toilet paper? Where's the verse about internal combustion engines? Cell phone. I mean, there's any number of things that just make this obvious. And it's not that it damages the Bible in any way, because the Bible never made this claim. But people assume that because it's the Bible, that claim's like sort of just...
Well, it's kind of like a type of fishbowl Christianity, right? Where the way how you kind of make Christianity closed is by just adopting a very narrow fishbowl view of the cosmos. And if reality is that small, then maybe you do understand it all. And that comes from excluding from consideration a whole range of things. But then, I mean, it might even be internally coherent, but then you just end up with really a fishbowl for a world.
I mean, I'm one that I'm open to there being extraterrestrials out there. I don't think we have any evidence of that now. A biological claim requires biological evidence. Don't give me a math equation. Okay, that just doesn't cut it.
So I asked you before, if your daughter came home with a Neanderthal, what if she came home with a Klingon? What would you say? Would you be you were okay with the Neanderthal? You were going to just sit down and talk to her about the consequences of that and how to work through that, if depending on what Klingons are. But what about a Klingon?
I would say, just be friends. I'm not going to endorse anything more. So
this is different. It's not up to her anymore. You're kind of like, I don't really agree with this.
In my limited data pool, to think biblically about this, that would be where I land. So, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll find out. It'll be interesting to hear her take on this. So,